Poker analogy to investing. I like this analogy, and it helps one understand the concept of investing and the difference between active and passive management better. 10 poker players bring $10,000 each to the poker table and play. I think we can all agree that the amount of money on the table is $100,000. No matter how long they play for, no matter how lucky or how skilled one or more of the players are, there is always $100,000 on the table. There may be winners and there may be losers, but it is certain that there is always the $100,000 on the table, and winning is offset by losing. So they play for a year. Now they reset so that each has $10,000, and they're tired of dealing. So they hire a dealer at a 2% charge per year. After 1 year of playing, there's $98,000 on the table and $2,000 in the dealer's pocket. After 10 years of playing, there's $81,707 on the table. So let's look at what happens after 1 year. After 1 year, all could hold $9,800. This is a negative sum game. If one or more holds more than $9,800, it is an absolute certainty that one or more must hold less. After 10 years, all could hold $8,171. But if one or more holds more than that amount, at least one must hold less than that amount. This is a negative sum game, but is a zero-sum game around the negative 2% per year charge or return. They reset again, so they each have $10,000. Now we're going to introduce a magical poker game. There's no dealer, and the chips magically get replenished by 7% at the end of the year. So at the end of year 1, there's $107,000 on the table. At the end of year 10, there's $196,715 on the table. This is a positive sum game. At the end of year 1, every player could have $10,700, but is a zero-sum game around the magical 7% replenishment rate or return. If one or more players holds more than $10,700, it's an arithmetic certainty that one or more players must hold less. This, again, zero-sum game around the 7% magical rate of return. So now they hire a dealer. They've reset again. Each holds $10,000 in chips. They hire a dealer. The dealer charges 2%. So at the end of year 1, there is $104,860 on the table and $2,140 in the dealer's pocket. After year 10, there's $176,733 on the table and $33,788 in the dealer's pocket. Okay, so let's look at after year 1. After year 1, all could have $10,486. This is the after-cost magical replenishment rate. After 10 years, all could have $17,673. Poker chips in this game grow by an annual post-dealer charge rate of 4.86%. Again, this is a positive sum game. However, it is a zero-sum game around the annual post-cost magical return of 4.86. All can't grow their chips by more than 4.86%. Now, we introduce this concept. 3 of the 10 poker players say we like this magical replenishment rate. So they go, they talk to the dealer, and they say, here's what we want to do. We want to sit at the table, but we don't want to gamble. The dealer says, well, I'm not dealing you any cards, so I'm really not doing any work for you. So go ahead, sit at the table. I will charge you 10 basis points to sit and not play poker. So again, 10 basis points is 1/10 of 1%. The 3 and the dealer agree on this. The 3 grow their chips by 6.89% per year. The chips grow by 7, then the dealer takes his or her 10 basis point charge. The remaining 7 sit and play. The pot of money they play for grows by 4.86% per year. We saw this on the previous slide. Again, they play in a positive sum game. compared to the original investment of $10,000. All could have more than their original investment, but it is a zero-sum game around the 4.86 annual magical replenishment rate after dealer cost. Some could earn more than 4.86%, but as we've seen, this will be offset by others earning less than 4.86%. Some may earn more than the three earning 6.89%, but again, if so, this will be offset by others losing more. Okay, so here's the money question. Who would you rather be in this game? One of the three or one of the seven? I think it's pretty obvious that you would rather be one of the three. So how does this relate to investing? Okay, the 10 participants are like all participants in a market. The money at the table is like the total value of the market. The dealer cost is like the high cost of active management. The magical annual replenishment rate is similar to the long-term market return. The three who sit and don't play are like passive participants in the market, passive or indexed participants in the market, low-cost passive participants in the market. The 10 basis point annual dealer charge to the three is like the low cost of passive investing. The seven who sit and play at a high dealer charge are analogous to active investors who hire a financial advisor. Often their cost is over 2% per year. It should be obvious at this point that the group of three have a higher annual return than the group of seven. Now, some of the seven may outperform the group of three, but the average return to the group of seven is always lower than the average return to the group of three after the dealer takes the cut. As in the poker game, there is always a finite amount of value in gain in any market. All active managers will explain how they will outperform the market. We know that this is arithmetically impossible. Thanks for watching.